which former New Mexico Governor Bill Richardson has just been named Senior Fellow for Latin America at Rice University's Institute for Public Policy. First of all, congratulations on the new gig.
Thank you, Craig. Nice to be here.
Let's talk about this Gallup poll here. President's approval rating, Hispanic support for the president fallen to 48%. According to the same poll, it was at 60% in January. Why the dramatic drop?
Well, it's, I think, consistent with national polls in terms of his favorability with all Americans. But what you also see in those polls, Craig, is that the American people, if you ask, do you like the president, do you trust him, it's very, very high. And that's what I think is going to get him reelected.
You think people will vote for the president just because they like him?
In the end, when everybody's attacking each other and the economy's in bad shape, I think that is a significant factor. Because I've been in many elections. I have found that voters, they have to like and trust you. Yeah, the policies are important, the economic conditions are important, but in the end, that is a big determinant. And I think Hispanic voters realize that the president is fighting for him on immigration reform, on the DREAM Act, on education,
well, let's talk about the two of those things you just mentioned there. There's been no DREAM Act, as promised by the White House. More illegal immigrants have been deported under President Obama's watch than any previous president. Why should Hispanic voters remain loyal to this president?
Well, first, the White House has announced a halt and reduction in those deportation policies. And secondly, the president has tried, like President Bush did, to have comprehensive immigration reform in the Congress. The president has tried a DREAM Act. He's pushed it. But when Republicans in the Senate and the House block it, it's very difficult to pass it. But the president has been on the side of Latino voters. I think they're going to stick with him. And the states of New Mexico, Nevada, Colorado, states that he won before, I believe will stick with him again.
You've been out there trying to help the president sell his jobs plan. Is it starting to pick up traction?
Yeah, it is. And what people like is that the president has come out fighting, that he wants his jobs plan, that he's going to be tough, he's going to push very hard, but mostly they like the new fighting spirit of the president of his speech about a week ago. So my hope is he continues that. That's what's going to get him reelected.
You mentioned the pushing of the plan, and as we just noted a few minutes ago here on this show, the Senate hasn't scheduled it. They're talking about Chinese currency first. Do you get the impression that President Obama is one of the few legislators in D.C. who's serious about his jobs plan?
No, the Senate and the House, I believe, are serious. There's some that want to block it at all costs because they don't want to see him reelected. But I think his plan has support. It has support with working people because it gives emphasis to job creation. It has support with the private sector because you give them tax incentives to hire the unemployed. It's a good plan. It's a solid plan. Infrastructure, creating jobs on highways, green jobs. The Congress needs to act on it or they're going to end up suffering at the polls.
Governor Richardson, always a pleasure. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.